For people living with psoriasis, their quality of life often suffers, resulting in poor mental health. This itself can exacerbate their skin condition further, creating a vicious cycle. Pharmaceutical company UCB recognises the importance of treating the whole person and not just the condition, and through their science-driven approach aims to produce solutions that really make a difference.
It got to a point where I had psoriasis very badly on my parts of my body, on my genitals, on my breast, kind of all over my body, and I think it reached a point where it just kind of overtook my life completely.
Jess Richter was just 3 years old when she developed psoriasis. She was called names as a child and lacked confidence as a teenager. But it was only as an adult that she realised, with the help of a counsellor, how badly it was affecting her mental health.
I think I probably was depressed. It was devastating, and I kind of always sucked it up. I kind of always kept going, and I never really stopped to think how I was feeling about everything, how it was impacting me. And it almost took her giving me permission to kind of acknowledge that for me to start dealing with it.
The needs of patients like Jess have been the focus of UCB scientist Steve Shaw for decades. The company is dedicated to discovering treatments for neurological and immunological conditions, and in recent years it's been at the forefront of new innovation.
We began as an industry to understand that actually it wasn't the T-cell, it wasn't just pro-inflammatory cytokines, it was pro-inflammatory cytokines that actually affected keratinocyte biology that really was at the heart of the disease. And when an industry understood this, what they began to do is develop specific medicines that were able to interact and manage that aberrant keratinocyte biology. What a fantastic journey we've been on over the last 20 years with waves of different innovation that's occurred to really drive value for patients.
This lab is at the heart of UCB's immunology research. Here they've got the technology and the expertise to develop a deep understanding of diseases and to discover medicines which meet the real needs of patients.
UCB is one of the top 5 investors in biopharmaceutical research and development in the UK, home to one of its 3 global R&D hubs. Working with universities, charities and the NHS, it aims to deliver the solutions needed to transform patients' lives. The company has been collaborating with dermatologist Sandy McBride, who takes an holistic approach to treatment.
We work as quite a big team with the rheumatologists, gastroenterologists, psychologists and obviously dermatologists, and we make a big effort to listen to patients because they've lived with psoriasis, maybe for 10 more years before they get to us. Their experience needs to be acknowledged. And the other thing is that we emphasise they can get better. So we have really effective treatments for psoriasis, which is why it's so frustrating that people aren't coming through quickly enough. So if people understood the profound life impact of psoriasis, particularly healthcare professionals, then I think their actions and decisions would be more aligned to the needs of patients.
The process of discovering new products is challenging and lengthy, but scientists like Steve Shaw are continually raising the bar.
When I think about the learnings that we've made in psoriasis, the combination of the insights from the patient biopsies alongside sort of how we've been able to develop drugs as an industry, once we start to combine those together, we can start to use those insights to really start to understand other debilitating skin diseases such as atopic dermatitis.
UCB believes that a high level of understanding about the wider impacts of diseases, along with treatment innovations, provides solutions which will benefit many more patients like Jess. With her psoriasis under control, her outlook on life has improved. She got married this year and is feeling positive.
I think we're in an exciting time when the treatments are kind of developing much more quickly and there's a much broader range. So I think, continuing in that vein, I think there's a lot more understanding of the genetics of psoriasis and how these things might impact response to treatment. So I think we're on the right path. I think that's really exciting.